Hey YouTube, it's Jordan here and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my top tips for recent college graduates. As you guys may know or may not know, I am a recent college graduate. I graduated from Virginia State University with a Bachelor's of Arts in Mass Communications and a minor in Marketing in May. And so from that, a little history or a little information about me if you guys don't know. In undergrad, I had 3 internships, and once I graduated college, I received an internship with the federal government, and so that's why I moved up to DC. And from there, I worked and I interned there from July to September, the end of September. And then I got a job and some life happened and I've been working. And so yeah, this is just like my life experience. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are new to my channel, and go ahead and hit that like button because I am back and I'm going to be consistent. I will be doing uploads every Wednesday. I will be doing a blog post on my website, www.jvm'sworld.com. Same as my YouTube name, every Monday. So if you want to see like a fashion post, or if you want to read about college, or if you want to know about educated and unemployed, where it kind of follows me through my journey of employment and other things, you're just gonna have to read it and see. Go ahead and check that out. I will have all of that linked down below. And if I am not consistent, you guys are able to hold me accountable and bash me in the comments, because I really need to be consistent, because I really have some amazing content that I want to put out for you guys. So yeah, check out my blog, go ahead and watch my YouTube videos, subscribe, and if these tips are helpful to you, or if you know somebody that these tips could be helpful for, go ahead and share this video and send it to them. So yeah, I'm really trying to be consistent on YouTube now. I brought a new camera. It's a Sony whatever. Justin helped me pick out the camera, so I'm going to go ahead and link that down below, the camera that I have, and where you can get a good deal on it, because it's like almost a $400 camera and I got it for $200 and something. So I feel like that's really good. Is there anything else that I want to say? Oh, leave down below what type of videos you guys want for me to do. I do have some planned content, but I always like to hear what you guys want to do, because I don't want to put out content and nobody watches it. So yeah, without further ado, here are my top tips for recent college graduates. Tip is going to be watch out for depression. I know we all suffer from the recent college grad blues, but you really have to take care of yourself, make sure that you're taking care of yourself mentally, physically, watching what you're eating, because I gained a nice amount of weight after I graduated from college. And so they tell you to watch out for the freshman 15, but what they don't tell you is that you have to watch out for the weight that you gain after you graduate college, because yeah, I've gained a nice amount of weight. And like, your mental health is very important. So whether you need to talk to friends or family or either a therapist, I think mental health is very important and we don't pay it enough attention. So most definitely watch out for your mental health and making sure that you're taking care of yourself. My second tip is going to be put yourself on a schedule. So after you graduate from college, and if you aren't directly just working, you can tend to sleep the day away. I know while I went through my short process, wasn't sure, it was like 2 months of where I was just like applying for jobs, going on interviews, and I wasn't working. So it was just like me sleeping the day away, or me not being productive. So you really have to put yourself on a schedule as if you're gonna go to work. So whether you wake up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, shower, put on clothes, and then just apply for jobs for 8 hours a day, or actually work on your side hustle, work on a personal brand that you want to launch for 8 hours a day until you get your job. So therefore, when you transition into your 9 to 5, you can actually be okay and not have to like, oh, I hate waking up earlier. It's gonna be a struggle for you, because it won't, since you already have yourself on the schedule. My third tip is going to be don't quit your part-time job. So if you worked in college or even right after college, don't quit that job, especially even if you do get a 9 to 5, because one, life happens, you can lose your job, anything can happen, but two, it's good to have that extra money, and you don't know when your 9 to 5 will come. So we all have student loans that we need to pay back, unless you're just one of those blessed ones, because I had scholarships and even I have student loans. So yeah, you don't want to quit your part-time job because you need money and you just want to have extra money to party or do whatever extracurricular activities you may have. Okay, so my number 4 tip is going to be for those who are unemployed. I would say apply, apply, apply. So you need to apply for 20 jobs a day just in order for one to even contact you. So therefore, constantly apply so you can go on the amount of interviews that you want to go on, and you can actually find a job and be successful. Number 5 is going to be network. You just graduated from college and there are alum from your university all over in a lot of different fields. So therefore, you kind of want to use your university's name to kind of help push you and position you in a place where you want to be. Also use social media to your benefit, whether it's LinkedIn or the internet, like Indeed with my best friend, Monsters, LinkedIn, Monster.com, Career Builder, Washington Post Jobs. It's a lot of them. So just go ahead and use social media. See if you can find somebody who graduated from your university who works at that department. Because alum, they really want to help you out and they really want for you to succeed. I've noticed that a lot as I am in the professional world now, that my Virginia State alum, they really want to see me win. And I feel like a lot of people, they really want to see you win. They want to see you get that job and be successful, because we are the future. And so my number 6 tip is know your worth and add tax. When you're going to these interviews, know your worth, most definitely, but show them what you bring to the table. Like, sell yourself, because if you're just dry and you aren't really talking yourself up, they're not gonna hire you. But I say know your worth and add tax, because when it's time for you to get your offer letter and when it's time for you to negotiate your salary, these companies will try and lowball you, especially because they know that you're fresh out of college, you have student loans, and you need to pay that money back, and that times are hard, and so they aren't going to pay you with your worth unless you know. So I'm going to link this website down below where it will tell you the company. You can put your position in, your experience, and it'll tell you how much you're worth. Number 7 is don't take a job out of fear of being unemployed. I did that and it didn't end well for me. I was in a position where I wasn't getting paid what I was worth. 1, 2, I was very unhappy in the whole work situation, and so I'll do a story time about that coming really soon on my first job out of college and what happened and how I bounced back from it. So yeah, I just say don't take a job out of fear, because it might not be a right fit. Knowing that we are millennials and we aren't gonna stay at our first job long. The max that most millennials stay at their first job is 2 years. But anyway, you don't want to take a job and be miserable. Like, I will call my friends and I'm like, yeah, I'm making this money, but I'm really depressed. Like, I'm unhappy. I don't enjoy going to work, and I enjoy my coworkers, but I don't enjoy my tasks because I was sold a job under false pretenses. But I would say don't take a job out of fear, because it won't end well. Like, wait to find that proper fit. Number 8 is have a game plan when it comes to your finances. And this is uber important, especially for those of us who have student loans. Yes, I did say us. So you need to know how much, 1, that you owe in your student loans. 2, have a game plan on how you want to pay it back. If you want to go into the military, if you want to work for a nonprofit or whatever. Because if you watch my tips for HBCU college students, what I said Sally Mae don't play. And so therefore, Sally Mae will be knocking on your door asking you, where is my money? Once you graduate. So yeah, have a plan on how you can pay those people back, because you do not want to ruin your credit. You do not want for them to send you into collections. So yeah, just have a game plan on how you're gonna pay it back. And also you need to know money management skills, whether you want to buy an apartment or buy a new car, and just saving for the future. So start those good habits now. And I have a money management video on my channel, which I will link down below if you want to know. Shameless plug. Okay, my next tip is you can't do it alone. It's okay to ask for help. And especially somebody like me, I'm very independent. I have been working since I was 16 years old, non-stop since I was 16. A lot of the times I worked 2 jobs throughout undergrad as well, and had internship. I was constantly busy. I didn't ask for help. I didn't want handouts, but I noticed like after college, it's really hard. While I did have 2 job offers in Richmond, I was destined to move out of Richmond because I felt like it's not for me. Like, I'm destined for bigger and better things. So that's another reason why I moved out to DC, because I felt like, I know it's more opportunities. So yeah, but I was just calling my mentors every day, leaning on them, asking them help for like doing mock interviews with them, asking them advice on salary and all of that, because that's what they're here to do. They're here to also give you some of their contacts as well. So I'm very fortunate enough to have 2 really great mentors in the public relations field. So I leaned on them. I leaned on my mom financially for help, because I was struggling after college, especially like with bills and stuff. And still to this day, I leaned on my mom for help, and that was so hard for me to do. And I had to get out of my own head, because I'm very independent. I hate to ask people for help. I hate to bother people, but it's what you have to do in order to be successful. And my last tip is, can I get a drum roll, please? I don't know where I got all this energy from. But my last tip, and this is my most important tip that I have to tell myself all the time. It's okay if you aren't where you want to be in life. You have to think you're very young. You're only probably 21, 22, 23 years old. You still have your whole life ahead of you. You still have your whole life ahead of you to work as well. Why is my phone going off? Anyway, it's okay, and life happens. So if life doesn't go according to plan, it's okay. It's how you bounce back from that. Because honestly, and I tell people this all the time who lean on me for advice, life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Just because you see somebody on Instagram, social media, they only show the highlights of your life. They don't show the real. They don't show when you was shooting at the gym, when you was looking crazy, and when you were stressed out, and when you were depressed. They only show the highlights of when you looking good and this and that. You don't see the struggles. So you have to stay off of Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, what's the other ones? YouTube, all of that, because you see people living La Vida life, living La Vida stupid, because you don't know what is in these people's bank accounts and saving accounts and how they're really living. Do that, because you need to take time to get your life together, because you can't judge what somebody has now or what they did, what somebody has from what you have. That kind of brings me into this story that I want to tell, but it's not my story to tell. But I am going to say it because I just feel like it's very like recent. It was this girl who I like followed on Instagram, and she always had like Christian Louboutins and Louboutin bags and a BMW, and you just thought that she was like, and she was always traveling and living this life. And it ended up that she had like put it out on social media that she was like really unhappy and that she was stripping in order to get all these things. No shade if you're a stripper, like that's a career, it's honorable. You gotta do what you gotta do. You making legal money. I'm not mad at you. But it just shows you that people, they can really be unhappy on the inside and just doing crazy things, but you'll never know this from their social media. So go ahead and just take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. I know it's really hard, but listen, you're gonna get through it. Like, it's gonna be times where you look back on your life and you laugh and say, remember when I was struggling? And then also don't forget those times and reach back and help somebody else. What is that noise? Anyway, those are my top tips for recent college graduates. Go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what kind of videos you want for me to do next. Comment if you thought these tips were helpful, if they weren't helpful. If you're going through some stuff, we can talk about it, because listen, life gets real after college. It does. So yeah, go ahead, give this video a huge thumbs up. Check out my blog, www.jvmsworld.com. And yeah, see you guys next Wednesday. Bye guys.